Well, damn. Oh, god freaking damn. This was some heavy stuff. Like, Jesus. I knew you went through some stuff. But this right here, whoa. This episode only makes me respect Raptalia even more than I did before. She is such an amazing, strong character. You don't just make a female character just to make a female character. For have her be overpowered, you make her a good character. You give her a personality. You give her a backstory. You give her a goal, a drive. You give her some flaws. You give her some development. And you have one hell of amazing character. Not just a female character, not just a male character, or any other kind of character. You have just a good character. And it's something that I see that we in the West are failing to do. It is easy to make a good character. Just give them a backstory, a drive, a goal, a reason, some flaws. See them struggle, see them fall, and see them rise. And you have yourself an amazing character. This episode, seeing Raptilia's past, and despite everything she went through, she had the urge to smile, to keep the hope among the demi-humans. She had two friends, Rafana, I think her name was Rafana, and Keel. And all demi-humans loved the shield hero. After the raid, her parents were killed during the raid, and because of that, there was not much left of their village. But thanks to the hope of a child, they decided to rebuild the village. And things were going well, of course. Nothing ever goes well during medieval times. Of course, people came, and I just hate the nobles, when someone tried to justify their misdeeds by saying, I was saving them, there's no way they can survive on their own. So you take them in and you torture them, because that makes their life even better. That's a shitty excuse. And you know what, Endall, I am glad that you died. I'm happy that you died. I hope that you are burning in hell right now, getting raped by every freaking demon in hell. That's what I hope right now. Yeah, I bet it's happening. And I just go to sleep after your screams of agony as my lullaby. That is how I feel about this dude. Another lesson we learned is when you're out for vengeance, get your revenge. Kill them. Don't try to do this bigger person kind of thing, because every time someone tries to do this bigger kind of thing, something always seems to backfire. The person ends up dead anyways, and if you don't kill the person, they'll try to get you back. They don't learn their lesson. If they learn their lesson in the past, they're not going to learn their lesson right now. They're going to stay the way they are because they're so comfortable with that way. Think about it. Endall was a dude who loves to see people in pain and agony. He himself hates being in pain and agony. He can't stand it. So, of course, he's not going to learn that. That is his fetish. That is something he's been feeding onto for many, many years. Having power, getting away with stuff. There's no way in hell he was going to change. So that's what I'm saying. It's best, if you're going to slaughter down a bad dude, it's best to slaughter down a bad dude. Because look what happened at the end of this episode. He was somehow still alive, and he summoned a very powerful monster from many years ago to raid the village. Congratulations. See, none of this would have happened if you just killed them in the first place. Come on, use your brain here. I understand being the bigger person, but at the end of the day, you truly aren't any different from any being a person. We are all capable of the greatest evil as well as the greatest good. So the entire bigger person thing here, to me, it feels irrelevant, even in real life. We all are capable of doing many, many things in life, and it's entirely up to us as human beings to choose on those things we do. Then, even though I let it go that she spared Endall and I thought he died falling out the window, but apparently he didn't, then her having the flashback and then her going to the dungeon, and you can already tell what was about to happen. The suspense, the tension, all that stuff is just brewing in my mind as I was watching it. As she's going into the dungeon, as she's looking around for her friend, hoping, praying that her friend is still there. Because she made a promise to her friend that they'll go home together, that they'll see the shield hero, and of course her friend Rafana always wanted to marry the shield hero. So nice and heroic. She saved some demi-humans. She even found her other friend, who's somehow got there as well. He was there and she saved him. Of course, him in the situation, he couldn't believe it because, Reptilia had a giant change, She doesn't look like a child anymore. And because of that, of course, Keel will feel kind of, paranoid. He can't trust nobody. He felt like it was probably an illusion. All these thoughts were probably rushing through his mind. How can Reptilia look like that? She looks completely different than what she did in the past, where Keel still looks like a child. So, of course, he would not believe that was Reptilia at first sight until she brought up some moments only he and she would know. Nice touching reunion. She goes around, saves some other demi-humans, and then the part where we saw it coming. Seeing Ravana's skeleton remains like that was definitely heart-pulling. That was some next level sad shit right there, man. And it's just like, oh man, you saw it coming. I hate those things. When you see something bad about to happen, but you hope it doesn't happen, but it happens anyways. And when it does happen, you feel so torn up inside. It's like you see an accident and there's nothing you can do about it. It's like you're just a bystander. You're an observer. You see the bad things that happen, but you're powerless to do anything against it. You can only watch at the end of the day. And that's just how I felt right then and there. We saw how she was walking the dungeon hoping to see her friend. She saw her friend. She saved one of her friends. But then to see her other friend didn't make it was painful. And this episode proves that Reptilia has always been a strong character. She's always been a strong person. Even after the raid, after her parents were killed, even after they were caught and put into slavery, living inside the dungeons, even when she was getting whipped, she was still a strong person. She would not shout or cry or frown in agony. She would smile. She would piss off the noble Edol. And because of that, I guess he decided to sell her off because he had no use for her. However, her friend was a different story. She was not as strong as Reptilia. She was strong in her own way, but not the way that she needed to be to survive inside the dungeon. And because of that, she sadly lost her life. And I just got so teary-eyed, man. Like, what? Ugh. Why do you do this to me? I swear, guys, I spent the entire time hating on the king in Mail. Now I am freaking hating this noble dude, Edol, even though he is dead. I'm like, you're dead, but your death was not good enough. You just got squashed. That's it. You got the most merciless death of them all. Think about it. Just think about it. He got away with everything he has done in his life. And if you're not a believer of the afterlife and all that stuff, he got away with all of it. If that's the case, he got away with everything. He tortured people, crimes, corruption, and his end story, he released a powerful monster onto this village and then he got squashed. A quick, painless death. He deserved to have his ass in a torture room and being tortured right now. But no, we don't get that. It truly is a cruel world that we live in, whether it's fact or fiction. And that, in a way, I see beauty in that. That even in this fictional world, you can show the cruelty of the realism in our world. I enjoy that very much in the Rising of the Shield Hero. And I gotta say, I can't wait for next episode because that was crazy. Tinsel, nice. Probably the best Reptilia episode yet. It really is the best Reptilia episode. And she has a lot of good episodes, but this one was the best one. That's why I say she definitely is going to be probably more likely best girl of 2019 by the end of all of this. Mark my words, people. Mark my freaking words. Who thinks will win best girl anyways? What? Chica from Kaguya? Come on. We can do better than that. We got Reptilia on our side. And of course, I did say I really do enjoy Philo, but Philo don't have as much development as Reptilia does. But anyways, that's all I got for this video. That was an amazing episode. I'm probably gonna watch it again after this, like late at night. Watch it again in English dub, because the dubs and subs come out at the same time. But of course, I watch it in sub first to review it, then I watch it in dub. That's it. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed Shield Hero today's episode, because God knows I did. It was emotional at best. And if you enjoyed this content, why not help me out? Like, comment, subscribe, and of course hit that bell icon to get notified every time I upload. Madcrownxox, signing out.